Very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Vidhur. Good afternoon. Okay. So I accept the representation of Vidhur Jayaprakash for your kind response. Thank you very much. Vidhur, good afternoon. Okay, thank you. Convey to all. Okay, you send a group message. Regards and wishes from Josie sir to all the members. Okay. Because all are just like our paper seeming boy, or the tall girl, burdened with the poverty and troubles of life, troubles of exams and studies. They bend their head down. Isn't it, Malaviga? Am I right? Okay. I'm not expecting any answers, isn't it? Because the author asked, what is his name? Who is Alam? Which Alam? What was his name? Sahib e Alam. Sahib e Alam. Will you come to my school? Will you come to my school? The author never expected an answer, positive answer, in this way. Okay. Anyway, now we will enter into the poem. So now we do the revision on the basis of MCQ questions. Previously, we studied on the basis of literary poem. Now, based on the MCQ, we are thinking just now on the view. So you will be able to point your mind to those areas. You see, the poet Stephen Spender, he brings before us a picture of an elementary school classroom in a slum. The name of the poem itself is a lengthy one. And the name of the poem clearly tells us what does it mean. What does it mean? The clear picture, you will get it from the heading itself. Number one, it is an elementary classroom. It is an elementary school classroom. Elementary school classroom means it is a primary school. It is a government primary school. So from the word itself, we will be able to know the quality of the school. Number one. Number two, it is in a slum. Slum is a cluster of huts of uncivilized people. Uncivilized people. What happened, Nandana? Punya? What happened?
Yes, sir.
Anything special? I feel something special. Okay. So, in a slum. So, by the term itself, elementary school, the level is gone down. Then, the elementary school is in a slum. Again, the grade has gone down. From the word itself, you will be able to assess the quality. First thing. So when you read the poem, this thing should be in your mind. This thing should be in your mind. Then only it will crack your brain to get the meaning. Now, second point. The poem is divided into three parts. three parts. First, second, third. First paragraph, not first stanza or first part tells about the participants of the drama. Characters. Here the characters are the students. It is a classroom. So the characters are students. It tells about the quality of the students. First part. Second part explains the quality or atmosphere or the environment of the stage. Stage. Drama is played on the stage. Here the stage is classroom. Characters are students. Stage is classroom. So the poet explains how beautiful the stage is. Third part, last part. I would say the third part is the cry of the poet. The cry of the poet. Here, cry doesn't mean that he is crying. No, his internal cry. His internal request to somebody for the people. He demands something from the government for these poor people. That is what is called the cry. These are the 3 points that we have to keep in our mind when we learn this poem for our exams. This is exam oriented. Okay, so first part we will come. Let us see what type of characters are there. There may be villains. There may be romantic characters. There may be a tragedy. There may be a comedy. Many things will be there. Let us see. First line, you read it. Far, far, far from gusty waves, these children's face, like rootless weeds, the hair torn round their pallor. The tall girl with her weighed down head. Very nice picture is given to you. A contrast is shown. An ironical statement is shown. Two distinct pictures are shown. First one, far, far, far from the gusty waves. Far, far away from the civilized world. Which is a civilized world? Cities. Cities. Far, far away from the civilized worlds, here there is a school, elementary school in a slum. The situation is shown to you. And there the children, how are the children? The children are like rootless weeds. They are like rootless weeds. How the meaning comes here? How the meaning comes here? Weeds, what is a weed? Useless plant. Am I right? Weed is a useless plant. From the field, we pluck the weed out. Vila kala, isn't it? Vila is the crop, kala is weed, pullu. So the farmer plucks the weed and so you are a weed, throw. Useless plant. And if the weed is without you root, what will happen? It cannot grow. It cannot grow. If it has roots and if you throw somewhere else, the weed may grow there. It may have life there, but it has no roots. It has no basis. These children are like rootless weeds. Sometimes you might have heard the usages sometimes, good for nothing, isn't it? ഒന്നിനും കൊള്ളരുതാത്തവൻ, isn't it? Good for nothing. These people are like that. Rootless weeds. And who are the rootless weeds here? Specimen. Samples are shown. Samples, specimen. When you go to a merchant's shop, in different packets, the rice will be kept there. Basmati, Jeera, Matta, Palakkadan Matta, old Matta, new Matta, many packets, which you want. Samples, specimen. Have you seen? Have you seen? Like that. So here, general picture is told. Now the specimen, one tall girl with uncombed hair and her head is bent down, not with the heaviness of the hair. Now here some people are there here because of the heaviness of the hair, they cannot look straight. Please cut the hair before November 1st at least. Their head is bent down because of the heaviness of hair. Only girls were permitted to grow hair. Only girls were permitted to grow hair. Boys are not permitted to grow hair. If you boys are growing hair, your picture is going to be seen here in the elementary school. We are going to see the picture. Boys with a long hair. You see, it is about us. You see, a girl, poor girl, sorry, she is worried in her life. She is troubled in her life. She is under tension because of her worries. She is not, sorry, she is not able to raise her head and look straight. Look straight means the quality of life. Quality of life. Civilized people will walk and stand with a straight head. I used to say aristocratic people. Aristocratic people. Here the girl is poor, burdened with poverty, burdened with uncivilized situations. She is shamed. She felt shameful and she could not raise her head to look at others. One specimen. Then comes a paper-seeming poor boy with a rat's eyes. Body is made up of bones and skin, no flesh. Eyes, bulged eyes. Totally a disfigured boy. Malnutrition is shown there. Unhealthy childhood. Unhealthy childhood. They are the praise of poverty. Prey means P-R-E-Y. P-R-E-Y. Prey. Praise of poverty. Number 2. Then a stunted, unlucky hair of twisted legs. A poor boy with the twisted legs, maybe because of polio, maybe because of arthritis, maybe because of rheumatic fever. I do not know. Maybe because of some inherited diseases. That is his legacy. That is his patrimony. What is patrimony? The richness that is handed over through the generation to generation. Pidru sottu. Pidru sambattu. That is patrimony. The poor boy got the patrimony. What is? A hereditary disease. Because of the twisted legs and hands, he is unable to stand erect. You see, another specimen. And he is the specimen of his father. Sometimes looking at you, people would say, Ade, ammeda ade kannu. Ammeda ade mook. You see, specimen. Specimen. You are the replica of your parents. Replica. True. What is replica? True duplicate. 100% duplicate. Chinese duplicate. Chinese Sony. That is replica. If original Sony keep here, Taiwan Sony keep here, you will not be able to say which is original Sony. Am I right? Replica. True copy. You will not be able to see which is original, which is duplicate. So here the boy, a duplicate of his parent. He has an inherited disease. You see, but all these are there. But at the dim class, there is one fellow. Nobody noticed him, unnoted, but he was smart. You see, unnoted, nobody noticed, but he is sweet and young, very smart. His eyes went through the windows outside on the trees. One squirrel is sitting there. He is watching the game of the squirrel. His imagination went out. He is imagining. He is an exception to others. This is the situation you have seen in Lost Spring. Sahib Alam with his team of barefoot friends. Sahib Alam is walking around the streets with his friends, barefooted boys. You could see the man, the woman, bangle makers. But among those poor people, the slum of Firozabad, you could see one smart young man, Mukesh. We had seen last class. Among all the slum, we could see one young smart man, Mukesh. Even in the midst of this classroom, slum classroom, there was a boy, smart and young. He has imagination. This is the classroom. Second stanza tells about the classroom. It is sour classroom, not painted one, dirty, not plastered. Cracks are there, hundreds of minor earthquakes shook the classroom. Number of cracks are there. Who do not know when shall it fall down? Not maintained classroom. Number one. And on that walls, Shakespeare's picture is hung. Number one. Picture of domed cities, rich cities. Canada, US, New York, Dubai, Photos of such cities are hung there, where in the elementary classroom. A picture of cloudless sky is shown there. You see, cloudless sky. Shakespeare's photo. Picture of cities with the domes. More than that, there are maps of the world, maps of the countries. Number 5, the picture of Tyrolis Valley. Tyrolis Valley is one of the most beautiful valleys with snow and flowers. All these are untouchable, unreachable, unattainable to these our children. Clear now? All these 5 pictures are unreachable, unattainable areas. Why did we then hang these pictures there? A great irony. Irony. I will tell you one simple example, Rijas. You people have very rich, posh houses. You look at your house, you have very rich, well-furnished houses. I could see many are sitting in AC rooms also. I am also always sit and take the class in AC rooms now, because my AC is natural AC. The wind is my AC, because I will not be affected with electricity. Even electricity is not there, my AC will work, and I need not pay electricity bill also. So that means we are living in a posh house. Well, posh means well furnished house, and you have a very large gate in front of your house. Suppose I am not pointing to anybody else. Generally, I am saying, in front of your gate, there is a hut, thatched hut. In your house, 5 bedrooms. All the 5 bedrooms are attached ones. Attached bedrooms. 1 posh living room. 2 kitchens. 1 work area. 2 car porch. 1 sit out. You see, somewhat you got the idea. 20 feet width gate. 2 cars can come and go at a time. 1 goes out, 1 comes in. Rijas? Okay. Oh, so this is the situation. In front of your house, there is a hut. Its length is lesser than the gate of your house. And it is thatched with dry hay. Dry. You see, just contrast. And you go to the near shop with the Cresta. Cresta is the name of a car, I think so, isn't it? I heard that word, Cresta. Am I right? If there is any mistake, you can tell me. Okay. Cresta, 1 car. You are going to buy milk packet. 20 rupees milk packet. You are using the Cresta car for half a kilometer. More than 20 rupees. Sharon, am I right? Okay. Scooter is there, but you will not use a scooter. You will take Cresta only. Today is your birthday, and you went to the market with Cresta, and 2-3 bags of dress on both hands, and one is at the underarms, and 1 hand, 1 chocobar in the mouth. You are getting out of the car. When you came out of the car, from the opposite hut, a poor boy inherited the Pidrusot, the patrimony, the poverty. He called you from there, Chechi, Chechi. From his gateless hut, you are standing in front of the gate. In your mouth, ice cream is there, chocobar. Clear now? Taking the chocobar from the mouth, again taking inside, you are calling, what do you want? You just think about the condition of yours and that boy. No need of explanation. That is what is seen here. All the 5 pictures are there on the wall. And the sitting boys, they don't have the shirt, only buttonless trousers, isn't it? Buttonless trousers, they have tuckled there. Clear now? Such students are there. What is the purpose of Shakespeare for them? We have seen. We don't want identity. We want only ration card so that we may get matta rice. We can eat. You see the comparison? Do you see the comparison? So the poet says there is no meaning in all these decorations in their life. It is a totally contrast. Now you read it, second stanza. This is the meaning. You remember your chocobar and a call from the opposite side, a chechi. What would be the contrast? That is the contrast of the classroom decorations and the child who is sitting there. He does not have any touch with those things. Everything makes him to steal, to become like that, but he has no opportunity. In the last stanza, what we see, it is a cry of the poet. The poet wants a change. The poet wants a change in their life. The poet requests the society and says that these are also human beings. These are also human beings who tuckled his trousers because of the lack of buttons there. He has no money to buy a new trousers. You see? The poet says, let the authority, let the government turn to them. They may think about them. Let them take a step to make changes in their life. Renovate the school. Make them educated citizens. Make them educated citizens. If they get education, they will come out of the barriers of this slum. You see? If they get education, run ashore to the sand. They will run on the beaches. They will go to the green grass, prosperity. They will go to they will reach the prosperity. They will run on the beaches. They will enjoy life as we are. If the authorities do not turn on them, what will happen? Their life will be like catacombs. Like catacombs. Similarly, like, what is a catacomb? What is a catacomb? A graveyard. Grave. A tomb. Will you open the tomb? No. Tomb is always closed. If we don't turn to them, their life will be permanently closed to the civilized world. Break or break. Make changes and allow them to come out of these catacombs. Help them to come out of these closed circuits and to enjoy letters, to become educated people so that they may also enjoy the civilized life. They may also see the civilized cities. Then this Shakespeare, then this domed city, then this map of cities, then the bright, cloudless, bright sky. All these are symbols of prosperity. All these are symbols of brightness. All these are symbols of education. All these are symbols of riches. These people also will reach. They will also be able to enjoy. Clear now? This is the cry of the poet for the prosperity, for the freedom of these poor men in the slum. So 2 lessons are over. Third one, keeping quiet. You have to prepare well. Clear now? Go through that. I had sent you the MCQ, some of the MCQs, sample MCQs. Go through that. It is not necessary that that should come in public exam and all these things. I gave you some examples so that your mind of thought will be, mindset will be basing upon them. So go through, read the poem very well. Read the poem very well. Read the MCQs one time so that you will get some idea. Okay, prepare very well. Saturday we will have the class test. Okay, thank you.